And here's where I love these things. What's poppin', friends and fam? Are you excited? I know I am. Welcome back to another episode of iCraft SMP with your host, LUUKZILLA. Oh yeah, guys, so right now I'm at my base, but we're not going to be working on our base in today's episode. Let's see, so last episode was a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry for that. I've been going hard on my Land of LUUKZILLA series. Spending a lot of time doing that. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of addicted to it at the minute. If you're not checking out my my Land of LUUKZILLA single player series, I highly recommend doing so. I got some good things going on there. But anyway, enough about that. This is iCraft. In the last episode, we did some, let's see, some end city exploration. We gave a gift. We, you know, we kind of had some fun looking around and yeah. Anyway, guys, so I talked about I'm going to be getting around to doing these books in this episode, which is what I plan on doing. We're going to do XB's project first and Casa's indoor decor second, just because that's the order that they left the books. So anyway, while we're at my base, might as well talk a little bit. So I don't know if any iCrafter has mentioned this yet, and that needs to be I don't know if any iCrafter has mentioned this yet. I know I sure haven't. Season 2 has been going on for quite some time now. I think it's almost been a year. Let's see, what's today's date? It's still May. So we're like less than a month away from it being a year old. I know, it's crazy. It doesn't even feel like it's been around that long. But anyway, in our last meeting, we did a bit of talking, and we now have a date set for the end of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3, guys. It's approaching, and I'm so scared. My base is so not where I expected it to be at this point. Unfortunately, my activity kind of slowed down because of real life stuff. I'm still doing what I can, but unfortunately I don't have the time I used to be able to put in. So yeah, guys, I haven't been able to do as much work as I wanted to on this area. So my idea is I want to start live streaming iCraft a lot more and just doing a whole bunch of base work. So that'll be really fun. And then in my videos I can kind of recap the live streams for people who missed it, and yeah, that'll be really good. Anyway, so I do have signs around for different districts and stuff, like Rustic. I got Steampunk by the fountain. I got, I don't know, maybe like a modern one back there, and like a medieval, or you know, some things just going around. So in my live streams I'm gonna be working on that. Feel free to hop on in if I'm live at any time. I don't know when that's gonna be. It's all gonna have to work into my my work schedule and my life schedule. So it's probably gonna be like, let's see, I live in Central Time, so where are you? Oh, what are you doing in there? Let me in the door. So it's probably gonna be like afternoon Missouri time. Well, I guess America time, not just Missouri, because it's gonna be afternoon no matter where you are, except like across the world or something. Regardless, it's gonna be after I get home from work. Most likely, I don't plan on streaming before work because I usually start work pretty early. But anyway, enough rambling. I am gonna head over to XB's base, and I will see you there. Alright, guys, we're at XB's base now. You can tell by the giant pencil. You know, above ground, his base isn't too much of anything, but below ground, he's got some pretty cool stuff going on. I guess I might as well show you guys since I'm talking about it. All right, so in here's where I love these things. And here's where his nether portal is. So this is where we approach the base. There's a floating chest here for some reason. Down this wing of his base, he's got like an auto smeltery. He's got his to-do list. Here's where he hangs up people's banners. So far, mine's the only one there. And here's his bedroom. Look at that. He's got a doggy. Dog. Sammy. Hi, Sammy. He's got like an auto sorter for all of these items. And down there as well. Down this way, this is where his auto tree farm is. You can stand here, hold right click on some saplings, it shoots bone meal, pistons push it all the way down here, and then makes like a whole giant chunk of trees that you can kind of harvest up. Down here is where all his automatic farms are. There's his sugar cane, cow, and oh, this is a nano farm. Cow and nano farm. Here is like regular crop farms that uses the water current thing to harvest it. Got pumpkin and melons and cacti and chicken. I guess I'll go ahead and grab some chicken while I'm here. Thanks. So yeah, that's what he's got going on. Let's run back to the surface. All right, we're back up at the surface. So whenever I had talked to XB, I asked him where he wanted me to put this. In the book, it said he wanted it near the stable. So I came to his base and I noticed that he had this area thing here. I don't know what it's for. I guessed it was for tree farming. Like you could put 4 spruce saplings here, grow it. But like, you know, you don't need all this fence work around it. So I didn't know what it's for. So I asked him if he like marked that out because that's where he wanted the house. But he said I could go ahead and put it there, so I guess he's not using that for anything anymore. So this is where I'm gonna have the house, okay? Okay. Now, I don't know how to build rustic. So, yeah, but here's the blocks I brought with me. I got a bunch of oak wood, got some spruce wood, got some cobble, some stone brick, some regular stone, I think. I got a couple more cobblestone in here, and there's the books that I'm going to be working on today. So, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to try to think of a design thing to make here, and then I am going to do a time lapse. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay mod for 1.9.4 yet, because Crush Pixel hasn't finished working on it. I understand it could be a pretty hard project to take on, so, you know, all in due time. But regardless, I'll just use my second account. I'll like put him up in the air or something and he can watch me build. But anyway, guys, yeah, let's time lapse this action. Alright guys, so here is the house as it stands right now. It's looking pretty good, but I still have yet to do some of the little bit of detail work. Now let me show you what I mean by that. We can grab out this stone here. Let's see, we're gonna need one, blah blah blah. Let's just throw in 11. I'm probably gonna need more. Okay, so on each one of these wood logs that are sticking out, we're gonna stick a button. This button is in place. It's supposed to kind of look like it's a little bit of structuring, like a little something extra on the inside of wood that kind of holds it all together. It's kind of like, think of it as like a steel beam kind of shooting up through the middle of that. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. So yeah, bam, these are all in place. Boom, bam, that's the perfect amount. That's awesome. Okay, so now that we got that done, I'm thinking, see, I was kinda half on the fence. Like, I was doing this side over here. I thought it might look cool to put a little bit of, not that one there, just putting like a little bit of stairs right there, and I don't actually like that, so I'll just leave it like that. That'll be fine. Another thing that I wanted to do, which I have in this chest here, but I'm gonna sleep real quick. I have some mossy and cracked stone bricks, and with these I'm going to come around to these section. I'm just gonna change out a couple of the blocks. So put in a little bit of block variation, which I don't actually do that much, especially not on this series. I'm more of kind of like a, I like things to be, I don't know how to put it, but whatever. I like things kind of like clean looking. So I never really experiment with this, but in my single player series, I've been doing a whole lot of this, especially with these blocks in general, stone brick variants. So I figured, since this is a rustic house, rustic is kind of like a old styled kind of deal. I figure I might as well kind of do it here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So it's not really anything too complex. I'm just kind of picking out blocks and changing them. I'm trying to keep the mossy ones on the bottom layer, if you haven't noticed, because, like, you know, moss is gonna spread from this grass, so it's gonna kind of start lower and kind of raise up. If that makes sense to you, kind of just think about it. I guess it makes sense if you don't think about it. Am I right? Okay, so all right. So as we're doing this, I'm probably not going to get around to doing Casually Avid Gamers in this episode, just because this is already taking longer than I thought it would. So we will be doing that in the next episode. But yeah, for now I'm just kind of gonna work on doing this. Let's see, I might change some up there as well. I don't have any mossy cobblestone, so I'm not gonna change out like any of the cobble. But regardless of that, you guys liking how this turned out? I am. It looks kind of cool. If this were like a modern style house, I feel like this right here would be like a garage attached to the house. I don't know, that's just kind of what it looks like to me. But it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm digging it. I'm not a big kind of rustic builder, but this is definitely a good like learning experience for me. That way, whenever I work on like the rustic town thing at my base, I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. I might... I feel like I want to do something with that entrance there. Something doesn't look right to me about it. Thinking it's... might be that block there that's throwing me off. If I get rid of those... what if... put that in there. See, now if this was following what like the rest of the windows and stuff are doing, then these would be stone brick. Can you get out of my way? So let's try to change it out to that real quick. I'm probably gonna have to change this one too then. Okay, so if I got stone brick, let's just do regular. And then like that. Close that up. I guess the one underneath it should be as well then. Let's throw that door back on. Alright, that looks a little bit nicer, but what to do up here? I guess I could remove those, and then on top of there I could do, let's try some spruce stairs. Oops, upside down. Can I click it? Okay. Alright, let's check that out. I like that better, actually. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Or let's just kind of break out that one and that one. Let's throw in a log there. Oh yeah, that's the winner chicken dinner right there. That's the one that takes the cake. Okay, so we got that done. I'm gonna work on randomizing some of these blocks, throwing in some variation. I'll be right back. Well guys, I think I'm finally ready to call this build finished. Now one thing, I don't know if you noticed during the time lapse. I haven't actually watched the time lapse yet, so I'm not sure how it came out. But I noticed that my my recording software was doing a little something funky for some reason. DX Story was not liking me running two Minecrafts at the same time, even though I have done it in the past, like, you know, before the replay mod came out, and whenever that was kind of the only option, having like a second account to kind of watch you. So I had the iCraft cam on, and for some reason, like DX Story, it was looked like it was stuttering a little bit, and it may have not captured a couple frames. So I'm not sure what happened there, and I'm also not sure if it came out in the video. That's just kind of what it seemed like. It may have something to do with my graphics card. I know it's updated a few times since then, so maybe like a recent update is not getting along with DX Story too well, but regardless. Okay, so about this build, it's finally finished. Something I did with these roofs here, I kind of made them like sloped a little bit, so it kind of like dips in a little bit, because I don't know, it looks cool. Did it up at the top as well. So yeah guys, it's pretty rocking. I really hope XB likes it. The last thing I had to do is leave, let's see, so my banner, I'll have to make a sign real quick. Bam. Oh, bam. I need to get a new mouse really badly. This one is not always responsive. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so put my banner down. I'm gonna say Rustic House for XB free. LCC stands for LUUKZILLA's construction company. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, guys. I love the way this house turned out. I hope that you like it too. If you did, and if you like this episode, the time lapse, the everything that I did, oh yeah, if you liked it, make sure to show your support by hitting that like button and leave the friend zone. Join the fam. Want to know how? Subscribe to my channel. And make sure to have a good night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Have a great one, and I will catch you next time.